Hello everyone, this is Donna from Even the Scales. Thank you if you clicked on my video today. I'm just on my channel now to protect the air in my home because the neighbour downstairs is attacking my air again with dust. Looks like she's been doing this all night. My home is just covered with a layer of dust, as it has been just about every morning for around, I reckon, about 4 months now. She's been doing that. She was using other things to abuse me with before that started happening. But before I go any further, I'll just tell you exactly what's going on here. So I've been going through this abuse here in Campbelltown, New South Wales, and it's happening to me because it's all a part of a justice system cover-up. My landlord, St George Community Housing, has teamed up with the justice system, and they have rigged my home so that the neighbours that adjoin my home can all abuse the air that I'm trying to breathe. They're tampering with my air, and this woman downstairs, when she turns her range hood on, it's blowing down all this dust from out of the roof into my home. It falls down from every single wall and corner of my unit, and it's insulation fibres that's falling in my home. And there's so much of it. It's covered my home again, and I'm forced to have to go right over my home every time she does this and clean it because it's like a danger to my breathing. It's unhealthy to live with this dust. So she's doing this to deliberately try and provoke me. She's also watching me on an illegal camera. So she's watching me on an illegal camera. She's stalking me aggressively. She can also see my devices. She's watching them illegally, and she's been doing this for a very long time, her and other neighbours around here and other members of this community. They're invading my privacy, and the landlord has rigged her home and the other two neighbours' homes that adjoin to my property so that they can abuse the air in my home. So they're watching me in my home. They're stalking me aggressively 24 hours a day. It's all these people do. There's these three that are joined to my property, and there's other neighbours around here involved in this as well. All these people do is watch my movements from the time they get up to the time they go to sleep. Some of them don't even sleep. They lurk over me overnight. It's all these people do. They must live very miserable existences because they focus on me more than they focus on themselves. They really do. So the three neighbours that adjoin my property, their range hoods have been rigged over their stoves so that they can send anything they like through into my home. What's supposed to be being sent out through the roof through these range hoods is actually being diverted into my home. So every time she turns her range hood on downstairs, she abuses the air in my home with this dust that falls down out of the roof, and it just absolutely covers my home with this layer of dust. So she's done this all night again. She's been doing this for about 4 months, and before that she was using other things to abuse the air in my home, like foul smells and things like that. She's also been known to send raw gas through into my home. The other neighbours that adjoin my home have been abusing me with cigarette smoke. As I turned this camera on to film this video, this person in the unit next door was breathing cigarette smoke through into my home. So that just proves that this person's watching me. They're watching me in my home. They're watching me as I film this video. This person is watching my devices illegally. So these people are breaking the law in so many ways. They're invading my privacy. My landlord has fixed all this, St George Community Housing. They have partnered with the justice system and the health systems involved in this. It's all a part of a police cover-up. I went through 10 years of abuse from the police, who have obstructed me from getting justice in my life over the past 10 years. That's because there were police officers connected to my family and in my family that have been doing that. And what they're trying to do, they're paying members of the community to put me through abuse, to try and take my life. They're trying to abuse me to death. The landlord, St George Community Housing, has turned my home into a torture chamber. And I'm being tortured in my home 24 hours a day. I'm being put through this abuse. And I mean, it's not like they're doing something small. They're attacking my oxygen that I'm trying to breathe. This woman downstairs, they all do. They've all been doing it for so long that they think that it's their right. They think they've got the right to abuse me, and they absolutely do not. And all I know is that I'm going to protect my home and my life as much as I have to. This woman downstairs and the others, they're addicted. They are addicted to stalking me and harassing me and bullying me and causing me harm. It's all they do. It's absolutely ridiculous, and there's no one to go to for help because the Campbelltown police are involved in this. They encourage the abuse. They have been encouraging it for the past 19 months. They also stalk me almost every day. And yeah, that's why these neighbours think that they can get away with it, and they're just so smug, these people, because they've been getting away with it for so long. You've only got to go back on my channel and see how much these people have put me through. And when they are caught and they go to jail, all I know is they're going there for a very long time because they're viewing into my home illegally. And watching someone's devices illegally is a 5-year jail sentence. So they're doing that. Then they're also stalking me in my home. They can see me in my bedroom. This landlord has put cameras in my bedroom. This is how much this landlord has abused my human rights. Then there are other members of the community that pay to view in on those cameras to watch me be put through cruelty. This is how sick these people are. And these 3 neighbours that adjoin my unit are abusing my air. That's the cruelty that they're inflicting. They love it. These are natural abusers. They're natural abusers who thought all their Christmases had come at once when they were allowed to inflict cruelty and inhumane abuse onto another person. And they're doing it for attention from the people that are viewing into my home to watch the cruelty happen. That this is how deranged these people are. So the one downstairs, I've walked in this morning, she deliberately provokes me as well. Like, I want to make it clear, these people are trying to abuse me to death. That's what's been going on here in Campbelltown. The community has been paid to try and take my life as a group. Most of the community have stopped. So it's like the ones that are left carrying out abuse are these neighbours. It's mostly just these neighbours. And it's like they've taken it into their own hands and they're trying to kill me several times a day. And I'll tell you why. I have severe PTSD and they know that. Every time they provoke me or abuse me, I have a severe panic attack. My heart picks up and it beats so fast. It's trauma. That's what it is. It's the trauma of having my air abused. This is happening to me several times a day. I'm being provoked into these panic attacks several times a day because these neighbours are trying to deliberately bring on a heart attack or a stroke. I've already had a stroke. They're trying to make that happen again because the justice system want me either dead or they want me incapacitated in some way to the point where I can't take care of myself so that they can take over my life. My family are involved in this. They have stolen an inheritance from me. So they have been paid to purposely isolate me. And being the greedy, selfish people that they are, they agreed to do that. I'd done nothing to my family to deserve this. I was absolutely shocked when they purposely isolated me and left me for dead. So they're involved. So there's no one to call out to for help. That's why I had to create even the scales to protect my life. It's been going on for 19 months. The community of Campbelltown that's involved in this, which has been a large majority, has tried to kill me as a group. And these three neighbours, because there's been environmental crimes committed here in Campbelltown every day for the past 19 months, and because the crimes that are being committed against me and the environment and the children of this area, they can be classed as crimes against humanity. That's because of the noise and pollution attacks that have taken place here every day. That's because of the hundreds of stalkers that follow me in any kind of transport that they can when I go out on the road. These people try to create as much pollution as they possibly can as a part of this abuse. Because they know I care about the environment, that's why they're doing that. It's absolutely sick. Whoever thought up this idea must be the most immature, backward-thinking person that ever existed, seriously. Because it's sent the whole town backwards, it has. And the leaders of this town have sat back and watched this happen. They've done nothing, just hoping that I'll die and it'll go away. But it's not going away. It's not. It's happening for a reason. And right now, all I care about is protecting the air in my home from these people because they're trying to choke me out of my home. This woman downstairs and the others, they think that it's okay to abuse me. They think it's their right. They're so used to it. This woman downstairs is so used to stalking me and abusing me that she can't control herself. I need somebody to help me create more awareness about this because it's clear this woman can't control herself. It's clear she's mentally disturbed because you would have to be mentally disturbed to be able to sit there and do this to an innocent person several times a day. And it's attempted murder every time she does it because as they do this, they're watching my heartbeat on a monitor to see if I'm going to have a stroke or a heart attack, to see how much panic they're causing me. And this is so that if one sees me panicking on this monitor, the other one can start abusing as well and add to it. So this is what these people are doing, and it's attempted murder every time they do this. The monitor was implanted in my body when I went and had a procedure done at the Campbelltown Public Hospital around May of last year, and it was done without my knowledge. It was put there by the justice and the health system who have worked together to put me through this. I've been lied to about my health. There are conditions that I have that have been kept from me, and that is because they want those conditions to get worse before I can get the treatment for them. There's been information held back. And this implant has been put there for that reason, so that if one abuses me, another person can see that I'm panicking and they can add to it. And then there's an audience viewing in on the abuse. So this is how sick this woman is downstairs and these other neighbours. They're doing it for attention. And they think they have the right to do it because the Campbelltown police have been involved. There's been nothing that I could do to get help. They're involved. They encourage it. They encourage it. When these neighbours hear those sirens, they think it's their ticket to abuse me. And these neighbours were also expecting a lump sum, see, when I passed away. There's some kind of prize for the person who takes my life. And these neighbours thought that they were just so, I guess, lucky to have that prime position next to me, to be able to have that chance to abuse me to death. I know it sounds sick, doesn't it? But this is exactly what's happening here. This is how sick these people are. And that's what I mean, you know, it will take a very special kind of cruel, mentally disturbed person to be able to sit there, watch somebody go through torturizing abuse and continue and add to it. That's what these neighbours have been doing. It's sick. And I need help because they won't stop. This woman's abused my air all night. They also do it so that I have to clean up the mess, and then I'm put through humiliation and degrading treatment, you know, because there's people viewing in on my home watching me clean it up. They know, and this woman, she's getting satisfaction out of that. She's getting satisfaction. And they're so smug because the police, there's no one to call for help. The landlord's involved. They manipulate me and put me through mind abuse every time I speak to them. They know what's going on. They've rigged the range hoods. They're watching the whole situation. They're watching me be put through this abuse. They do nothing about it because they're just prolonging the abuse, hoping that I pass away. And it's the same with my family. No one wants to be held accountable for it, so everyone's sitting back doing nothing. So this is why I need to create more public awareness around this, because if this landlord doesn't get stopped and people don't find out what the justice system's done here, they're going to continue to do this in the future. Also, how many other landlords are out there that are doing this scam, making money from putting cameras in people's homes to watch them be put through torture and cruelty, because that's what's happening here. St George Community Housing has done this. Well-known housing provider. They have done this. They've placed cameras in my home. They're getting money for people watching me put through cruelty. And the Campbelltown police are viewing into my home watching this happen as well. So is my family members. So are other neighbours around here that took part in this. They all sit back and do absolutely nothing. And these people are attacking my air. So they're invading my privacy on so many levels. They're caught. I know these people are caught because there's so much truth that's gone out on this channel. Because I created this channel, I think it was about August, September of last year. And this channel tells what has happened here in Campbelltown. It shows what I've been through. And I'll attach some videos to this one if you're interested to learn more about what's happened here, because I've actually been put through MK Ultra, mind control from the justice system. And I want to breathe clean air in my home. That's my main priority. I want these neighbours stopped. They're so smug. I want them caught and I want them held accountable. And I want this landlord held accountable for the hours and hours of torture that they've put me through. They've sat there and pretended not to see. I have called them several times to get something done. They were out at my house a couple of weeks ago. They come out here and I told them about it. They've still done nothing. They're prolonging it because they're hoping that I pass away. And they're letting these neighbours continue to do what they're doing. And this is why I put so many videos out yesterday. I had to. These people were abusing my air. This one in here is sending cigarette smoke through, and this one downstairs is sending dust through at the same time. So they're deliberately trying to provoke me. They're deliberately causing panic attacks. They're deliberately trying to affect my breathing. They think it's funny. This is how immature these people are. These are mature age people who are getting a kick out of carrying out abuse on an innocent person who's never done nothing to them. This woman, when I walked in, I went out for a little while this morning. When I walked in, she deliberately turns the dust on at specific times. And I got more evidence of it this morning. I get evidence of it every day. I get evidence while she's carrying the abuse out, and I get evidence of what I vacuum up out of my house every day. They're trying to hold my life up. They're trying to run my health out. They're trying to run my energy down to the point where I'm just depleted and I can't go on anymore. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to abuse me to death before I can get help. So I need urgent help. And I'm just making this video right now. I know I've said all this stuff before. I say it every day, but I have to. I have to do this because I have to keep fighting for my life and clean air. It's as simple as that. I'm not going to sit back and let these people abuse me and disrespect me like this in my home that I look after. I do the right thing in my life. I respect other people. I also want my family members held accountable for what they've done. And if you're watching, family, I want my inheritance back as soon as possible. Because if you hadn't have done what you did, I wouldn't have had to go through years and years and years of suffering and abuse that I have done from the justice system, as well as what I've gone through here in Campbelltown. You stole years from my life, and I want them back. Also, if this woman's family downstairs are watching this video, you need to do something about your relative. She can't control herself. She's a danger to me. And if she's a danger to me, she's probably a danger to herself and others. She's making a fool of herself. You need to do something about her, because the evidence is building on her. She's not holding my, it's not, like, it is affecting me, it is. I'm not going to say it's not. It's affecting me a great deal. But I have to stay strong. I have to keep pushing through this, because I'm not going to just give up my life for someone who thinks it's okay to abuse an innocent person to death when I do the right thing in life and I have respect for other people. Your relative has no respect. She's very, very selfish, and she's delusional if she thinks she's not going to get caught. It's delusion. These people are delusional if they think they're not going to get caught, because you absolutely are. Every day there's more and more people watching these videos and seeing the truth, and I thank the people out there that have subscribed to my channel that are supporting me. Thank you so much. You have helped me to keep going every day. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And if there's anyone out there that can help me, please help me by either sharing a video, just telling people about what's going on here, because we need to tell people what the justice system's doing and what this landlord's doing so it can stop happening to people. Because who knows how many people have gone into hospital and never got out. Who knows how many people have died in their homes as a result of being put through cruel torture. Especially vulnerable people. And that's why they did this to me, because they thought that I had no one and I would just crumble. That's what they thought, because I'm a woman. They're also discriminating against me because I'm a woman on my own. If I was a man, there's no way they'd do this, unless I was old and frail, I guess. If I had a friend or a partner, there's no way they'd do this. I've been purposely isolated. The police have made sure there's no help. I've reached out to several people for help. Large organisations, the justice system block my help every time. So I need to create public awareness about this. So if you can share a video, that would really help. If you can help me in any other way, with any legal advice, or if you can just help me expose what's going on here in any way, please do. And if you've listened to this video to the end, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And it's a beautiful day out there. And I hope you enjoy it. So thank you for listening, and I'll talk to you on the next one.